Hello, everybody. My name is Greg, and I want to share a few things with you, let you know what we have our hands on. I've been in the network marketing industry since 1993, sold the lotions, potions, skin care, hair care, and everything else. And what I found out, guys, I was always chasing the check. At the end of the month, I couldn't wait to get my check. I love selling products, but folks, I'll tell you what, if they didn't put that check at the end of it, I probably wouldn't have sold anything. So what I'm sharing with you today is that what we're doing is cash for you, which is a little out-of-the-box thinking. We're a circle of family and friends who found a way to put some extra cash in our pockets. First and foremost, folks, there is no company, no admin, no sponsor requirement. We're not on the internet. We're thinking outside the box. We're leveraging our cash. If we can show you how to turn $2,000 into $14,000, it'll probably be of some interest to you. And it was interesting to me because when I saw this almost 4 years ago with some real estate brokers up in Seattle, they were saying, let's leverage our cash. Let's do cash leveraging. Well, I realized that's what the banks do. You put your money in the bank, hope for some interest. You get in the stock market, you buy some stock, and hope that it, turns into more money. Well, how about if you could leverage your cash to a synchronized system where you can turn $2,000 into $14,000? By asking everybody you know a simple little question. Who do you know that can use an extra $14,000 in the next 2 or 3 weeks? Well, folks, we got people doing just that. We've got Dale, we've got John, we've got Mel, we've got Tina, we've got Karen, we've got Cecil, we've got a ton of folks up in Maryland, Florida, Massachusetts, Texas, Washington, California, Oregon. They're all doing just that because they got excited. If you get excited about something, and being in the right place at the right time, with the timing, that's incredible, something everybody needs, which is cash. And folks, I needed cash back in the day real bad. I didn't want to put up $2,000, but I wanted to get back $14,000. So it was pain versus pleasure. The pain was putting the $2,000 in, the pleasure was receiving $14,000 back. And if you understand a private activity, that's why we're not on the internet. We use the internet for doing one thing. We send you a copy of a chart. A chart is the most important thing you're going to need. It's a 2x3 matrix. 1 at the top, then 2 below that, 4 below that, and 8 on the bottom. That's it. 1, 2, 4, and 8. So what you have to understand is that that's how you get started. And what happens is all we have to know is who referred you. That's whose chart you're going to go on. Because there's tons of charts out there. All you worry about is the chart that you're on. And if you get excited about something, folks, and realize that when you start on that bottom of that chart, guess what you want to do? Refer some more people to the opportunity. Because there's no sponsor requirement, we're the same as going to a good movie, good restaurant, good department store. If you see something that you like, what do? You share it with family and friends. That's what got my attention, folks, sharing the opportunity versus selling the opportunity. Everybody can use some extra cash because of the economy. Guess what? 401ks aren't working. People are getting laid off. People are getting fired. People are losing their homes. Incredible, folks. If you could put an extra $14,000 in somebody's pocket in the next 2 or 3 weeks, you became their new best friend. And all I'm doing is show you how this thing works. In a matrix chart, as I said, 1 at the top, then 2, then 4, then 8. Everybody comes on the bottom of 8. When you come on the bottom of a row of 8, you send $2 to the person at the very top of the chart. How you know who's at the top of the chart? Because the guy who refers you will let you know. Then that's when he'll email you a blank chart. You'll print that chart off. You'll call him back. He'll give you everybody's name and phone number that's on your chart. So once you've got everybody's name and phone number, every time a new person comes on your chart, you get up-to-the-minute updates. How does the person get their money at the top of the board? The guy on the bottom calls them, asks him how they want his money sent to him. Cash, cashier's check, money order, overnighted to him. However he wants it, the money goes directly from the giver to the receiver. That's why there's no company. All the money goes in, goes back to all of us. And the nice thing is, folks, every time the bottom fills in, you move to a new chart being pushed up 1 row. So now if they're down on the bottom, 1 at the top, then 2, then 4, and 8. You move to row 4 in a new chart. At that point, we fill the bottom again. You get pushed up to the next row. The bottom fills in again. You're at the top of the board. When you make it to the top of the chart, You've got 2 folks below you, 4 below that, and 8 slots open on the bottom. Those 8 slots are where you receive your money from, and if you'd like to participate again, guess what? You don't put money back in. You immediately put your name back on the bottom in one of the 8 squares. That leaves 7 squares. The next 7 people that come on board, whether you find them or the team finds them, all sends you $2,000. 7 times 2 is $14,000. And you've got yourself back on the bottom. You get pushed off the top, and you're able to work your way back up the ladder again and again and again. When I see people like Karen picking up over $60,000 4 months in a row, and I see Mel and John coming on board, and Ted and Tim and Tina, all these guys walking and getting 14 grand, Faye and everybody, they're laughing and giggling. They're having a good time. And $14 makes a whole lot of difference in your lifestyle, guys. Put 14 grand in your pocket today, put 14 grand in your pocket again tomorrow, and guess what you got? You got yourself a happy individual. And I'm telling you guys, I saw this thing, and it's been almost 4 years for me. Wild horses couldn't get me off this opportunity. All you got to do is realize one thing: been in the right place at the right time, with the right opportunity, with the right people. So what you do after hearing this call, get back with the person to put you on this call, get your questions answered. By all means, guys, this is just a little precursor, give you a little information about what we're doing. If you like this and you get excited, write your own ticket. But by all means, folks, don't waste any time. Get started today. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.